Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this meditation today. We're going to be focusing on the chakras, and a chakra means wheel, and it really represents the wheels of life force energy. And these centers are located in the physical body where there's like a bundle of like a nerve plexus where there's like a bundle of nerves that come together. There's a gland that's associated with each of these energy fields. And all of them not only govern something differently physically in the body, um, but they also have spiritual life lessons, psychological contributions, an emotional impact. And we're going to start all the way at the base of the spine, which is what's called the root chakra. Now, this governs the pelvic floor, the legs, the feet, the muscles, the bones, the denser tissues of the body, as well as circulation. This is about our safety and sense of security. It regards our family of origin, our ancestral ties, our past conditioning, our instincts, survival skills. And one of the things that can hold us back in this area is fear. And then when we move up to the second or sacral chakra, this is very relational. It's our relationship to life, how well we navigate change. And as we know, change is constant, but do we buck up against change, or do we have the tendency to go with the flow? Are we able to trust and surrender to the path that's before us? This is regarding relationships with money, intimate relationships with, say, a partner, with coworkers, with friendships, with parents, with children. And this is area where it tends to govern like the reproductive organs, also our creative juices, what we're birthing in life. This regards even acceptance and the emotional muscle, where we have the tendency to move into fight, flight, or freeze. So all of this pertains, and it also governs the testes and the ovaries. So that would be the gland for this. And then you move up to the third chakra, which is more of the solar plexus, where the digestive tract sits, where our inner fire resides. This is said to be the seat of the ego. It's about our confidence, our power, our sense of motivation and passion for life or lack thereof. This area is also known to be like the inner sun, because of the fire. And when we move up to the heart chakra, of course, this is about immunity, thymus gland, heart, all the attributes of the heart: love, forgiveness, empathy, compassion, acceptance, tolerance, kindness, caring, things of that nature. Or the walls that you've built up against those things, maybe a shield of protection, or you might have too much of an open heart. We can be deficient energetically in some of these regions. We can also be overabundant in these areas, and it changes, depending on diet, lifestyle, stress, experience, age of maturity even, And then throat center, about this is truth, communication. It also regards integrity. If we're aligning to truth, living our truth, speaking our truth, listening to the soft inner whispers of the divine, or soft inner whispers of our higher self. Are we listening to whoever we're speaking with? This is parathyroid gland. And then you can move up to the third eye, pineal gland, crown, which is the pituitary gland. But the third eye is the all-seeing eye, the mind's eye, intuition, imagination, dreams, foresight, psychic abilities, Compassion also is here, so it's been studied with monks. And I forgot to say the other things that they govern, right? I said digestive tract. This would, the heart would be like respiratory system, heart rate. I mentioned immunity, the arms, the shoulders, the hands, throat center. I already mentioned the throat, but also the cervical part of the neck. And then when we move to the crown, it's about union and connection to the whole and feeling connected to your higher self. It's the gateway to God, the gateway to the cosmos. It's deep understanding. So I said the pituitary gland, yes. And they each have a color. It goes from red to orange to yellow to green to aquamarine to blue to purple. Some of them have secondary colors, like instead of the red for the root chakra, it could potentially be black. Instead of green for the heart chakra, it could be pink. Instead of purple for the crown, perhaps white, depending on the lineage. And really, it's not like they're color coded, you know. Really think about the colors stem from white light in general. So it's just the array of color, and it's just a way to differentiate them. But when we go into this meditation, we're going to focus on each of these chakras. So just think about just kind of moving up the ladder and ascending up the chain from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Hopefully that wasn't, it's a lot of information. You know, they each have musical notes, they each have different musical instruments, they have different types of trauma, there's different types of meditation you can do with each one. It would take me the whole time to continue to talk about it, so I want to give you the experience of affirmations with each of these chakras. And perhaps the affirmations can tune you into these concepts I've already mentioned. So we'll go ahead and find some proper posture. Opening space between each vertebra. Slightly tilting the chin down and in. So the peak of the crown can rise upward like the top of a mountain. Feel as though your seat is like the base of the mountain. And we're going to take the trek up from one chakra to the next. Take a few breaths to settle and to center within. Feeling that diaphragm muscle expand and contract as you breathe. This is what creates some of that movement in the front body. So the next time you're breathing out, feel as though you're pushing all your attention and awareness down into the lower part of the body, to your legs and feet. This root chakra that connects us to the elements of earth. These affirmations, just listen and repeat within. I am grounded on this beautiful planet of Earth, this third rock from the sun. I love living on this blue diamond. I appreciate the lush greenery, the sand dunes, the various ranges of mountains, all the different types of land masses mixed in with the streams, the rivers, the lakes, and the oceans. I recognize the beauty outside of me is reflecting the beauty within me. And I choose to love my body. My body is my vehicle in life. I am in perfect union with my body and take care of this temple. And every cell is in perfect health and harmony. All my physical needs are easily met. And my foundation is built on love. For I know I was made by love, for love, to love. Now slide your attention to the sacral area of your body, the low end of the back, the low end of the belly, resting in your hips. This chakra related to the element of water, that mutable element. And affirm internally and quietly within, yes, my foundation is built on love. And I choose to be fluid and open with my expressions of love. I am birthing new ideas. I bring things into reality to create the perfect life for me. I allow my emotions to flow through me with ease. I am in balance. I am balanced in my own self. And I have learned to accept all of myself. And I let go of any shame, blame, or guilt. As I free myself up from these things, I open myself to grace, and therefore give others grace. Moving up now to the third chakra, above the navel, up the mid-back. The area that holds the digestive tract. What transmutes energy. What breaks things down. What is sometimes considered inner plumbing. But knowing it's not just with food, it's whatever we feed ourselves. So internally affirm, I will be cautious with what I feed my mind, body, and spirit. I choose to nourish my mind, body, and spirit with high vibrational foods and beverages and experiences. I know I have great strength and fortitude. And I love who I am. I will release all energy that belongs to others away, for that energy is not mine to keep or to process. I know I am only responsible for my own thoughts, words, and actions. I believe in who I am, and I know I am a powerful source. I release any anger from my system, knowing that that will only poison or taint me. I release any pent-up emotions and call any of my scattered and shattered pieces from any space, time, reality, dimension, timeline to return to me now. Take a deep breath. Now move your attention upstream into the heart chakra, located at the center of the chest. What governs the heart, but more than that, the spiritual heart, which is unlimited. Affirm internally, I am unlimited in my love. My love flows freely like a fountain. I open my heart. I connect to others from my heart. And I receive deep, unconditional love from the divine. I am loved. The divine loves every aspect of my being. This love is inevitable, and this love is always available. I am pure divine love. Weeding out anything that opposes that. Moving up now into the throat center. The place that gives us the ability to express and to listen. The place where we can speak our truth and speak up for others who may not have a voice, those who may be weak or vulnerable. Affirm, I am listening to my inner truth. I know that my truth may not be another's truth. Truth and love are my foundation. And I know truth shall set us free. I express who I am with honesty. And my honesty is not separate from my integrity. Sat Nam. I am truth. Sat Nam. Truth is my name. Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. And now, pinpointing your gaze at your mind's eye, moving upstream again. Feel as though you've got a laser from your eyes moving up towards the midpoint of the brow where it ricochets back to the center of your head. Maintain that laser-like focus. This being the center of our intuition, our inner awareness, and state of consciousness. The access point to the divine mind. The mind that's divine goes beyond intellectualization, beyond analytics. beyond judgment, beyond what is logical, seeing truth clearly. I see and align to divine truth. I am aligned with the greatest wisdom of this divine mind. I am guided always by my innate wisdom, my inner knowing, these intuitive impressions. I know my intuition is open. I know my intuition is flowing. I know my intuition is real. I know my intuition is only trying to guide me in the right direction. I am wise and I'm spiritually guided. My third eye is my North Star. Lastly, bringing the attention all the way up into the crown of the head. Let the crown of the head shine. Let it open up as if the hora line has balanced itself and lit up itself to the degree where it just bursts and radiates up and out through the crown of your head. This is the gateway to the divine matrix, to the vast field, to universal love, to that ultimate stream of consciousness. Affirm internally and mentally and quietly within, my crown chakra is wide open. My light ascends up to be a beacon of light to others. I receive the light from above, knowing I am a conduit between the heavens and the earth. I feel connected to my higher self, my oversoul, my spirit guides, my guardian angel. I know that they are connected to me by the way of love. I allow pure love and wisdom to flow through my entire being with ease. All of me is unified. I am one with the light of the divine. I am one and united with all of creation. I am. I am. If you have more time, pause, sit in silence. Continue to review or just offer it up.